Greetings, humans. I'm Optimus Prime. I'm Ultra Magnus. And we are the twins. Hey, what's up, YouTube? I am Neon Ninja 03, and today I'm here with a couple of little tricks. Let's start with this. So, I made a YouTube video called Transformers Battle of the Warriors, a stop motion video with no sound. Here's the reason. It takes a really freaking long time to add all this stop motion special stuff. Don't worry, I'll add those soon in. I'll add some dialogue. And as you can tell, I showed you guys the unfinished version with some car engines, and that's about as far as I've gone. I still have to do some car noises, some transformation noises, gun noises, punching. There's a lot to do. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys why I chose these three particular Transformers. Now, I chose Combiner Wars Optimus Prime. It's because he's big, bulky, and I needed him to do a couple of shots. Now, there's one problem with him, is this piece right here. During transformation, sometimes this piece right here, it's part of the transformation piece, so it doesn't always stay on during the shots. When I have his hand up like this, like so, sometimes you see, and then when you get, there's nothing that pegs into it, just kind of like slaps there. See, sometimes it does and doesn't work. And I also always I did like how he had the Autobahn insignias right here, and the chest was pretty cool. The one thing that does bug me a little bit is his head proportion. I think it's a little too small. That's just me. The smokestacks, yes, those are cool. Those are cool. I just wish they were a little taller. But see right there, you just see it, how it just flimsy. And I did always like how the wheels came out a nice way and they just stayed put. I'm thinking about painting these silver. I'm not sure. I'm debating on it. And the posability was just what I needed for him, because let me just kind of there was this much posability, and I obviously didn't use it because I was kind of in a hurry to get going. But I just liked that it was a simple, and it looked like a very leader figure, not a fighter though. Now to go on to, this is the Transformers Robots in Disguise Transformers, and I can't remember their names because they were really complicated. So, but I just remember this. I just go Jetfire and Jetstorm. And if you guys don't know where that's from, it's from one of my all-time favorite TV shows that got me hooked onto Transformers, and that was Transformers Animated. And what they did is they combined into, I can't even think of his flipping name, but it was cool. I should have looked that up before I started recording. Anyways, what I liked about this is that they were a simple combiner. The problem with the simple combiner is the lack of articulation, and I had to work with that in a certain way, because you see it only goes up and down like this, and there's not a whole lot to do. His hands kind of goes like this, but you can't have him hold it like a pose like normal Transformers. But I always did dig his head sculpt. That was just, to me, a beautifully done head sculpt. Now, could there have been a bit more paint? Yes, probably. But it was a simple Transformer, and I'll explain most of this Transformer, why it is, and oh, that could have been a wonderful shot. Just zoom out a little. See what I mean, guys? And I'm just going to turn off the camera. Well, not turn off, just kind of. And just how simple their transformations are. Because if you slow down the video even more than how slow the stop motion video is, you can actually see how you're supposed to transform them. Now, I'm transforming them right now. Transforming Jetfire and Jetstorm. And sadly, that was one Transformer that I never did get in my very beginning of the collection. I have the Optimus Prime and the original Ultra Magnus, and I had a Bumblebee. And there they are together. You know, their hands can only go so far out, and his legs can only go so far out because they become the combined feet. This is the bottom part, this is the top part. So I can't even split his legs, because if I do that at all, these are the arms right here, because if you look around the back, visible hand syndrome. And if you want to see a tour review of these guys or any of the Transformers I'm showing, let me know. And then there was Ultra Magnus. Now, I own the animated Ultra Magnus, but never looked G1. This one is pretty flipping G1 accurate. And I wanted to jump the gun on this Ultra Magnus, and I've always hated the double rocket launchers, like 2 here and 2 here. I wanted the single one. But this toy, considering everything, I think it's a pretty freaking awesome toy. And on this one, it looks to make like a really different blue, but this is actually like a baby blue, not like a dark blue, whatever kind of blue. And I've always just liked that you could make this bot look cool, and then, oh, this is down because you shouldn't be able to see that. Ah, okay, boom. So, anyways, enough of this. Now, I recorded on a tablet with a stop motion app. Can't show that. 556298876. That's definitely the password. I can tell you the password. You know, do you know good? Alright, any good? Don't correct my grammar. Now, let's go to editing. So let's start this off. So we have a shot of my custom-made Transformer right here. Silver shot coming up. Then we have Hot Rod. We have them just moving around. And then they're gone. I had a sideways shot, and I wanted... And basically, I had Ultra Magnus, so they're driving on a highway. Well, back to headquarters, and then we have Optimus Prime joining in, and they keep driving for quite some time. And I have a shot right here where, let me go back one, where we see all 4 of them together right here, here, and here. And I want to do that shot because I thought it would look flippin' awesome, and it came out pretty good. And then we have where the cars are coming at us, and right here, they stopped driving. They're at Autobot HQ. And now we have Silver Shot transforming. And transforming. This part was hard. Right here. Trying to get the legs to just go so. And then trying to make it look... So I want to make it look cool. And then closing up the legs. Making sure that they had to simultaneously do this. And here's where... You see the legs, and he's walking away after he's left the transformation area. And we have Hot Rod transforming, which was much, much easier as I did the one hand. And have that come up. Flipped his legs. And I don't know if you can tell. Right here, here's what was going to happen. What's happening. The head's gone, and then he basically says head on, and boop, and then we have Optimus Prime, where he backs up, actually, right here, where he's backing up, and then he starts transforming. And the reason why I did one flip right here is because that's how they did it in the Transformers movie, and then you see that this isn't fully completed because I want to show off. And then here's another good one, where I showed off the top of his head, Well, not really. Then I should have got then complete. So I did like that. And then I just kind of cheated right here because I just moved Optimus Prime because I'm like, I don't want to make the walking. This one is Ultra Magnus, ain't such a tall ball. We show this that legs split, that those parts split off, legs go up. And I cheated on Ultra Magnus because he is a freaking big guy, and I was just like, okay, he's a tall Transformer, and no one's gonna really notice. And then I had this shot, which I hate. Almost want to delete it. And then I have this shot where we have all four of them in scale. And then, poof, we go to a new shot of another bot, and that is Air Raid. We see his wing, and he's been basically shot at by the Decepticons multiple times, and he crashes down. So that's how that goes. And just basically crashes up here in the corner. Then we have Jetfire, who got shot at, fell. Jetstorm, Medang, dropping thousands of feet, hits the ground hard, transforms, and he starts walking. Then there's Jetfire, transforms, they walk close, and then they say, let's double up, and they double up, and you see them come together. And then here is Air Raid, who just starts transforming. And this one was a fun one to transform. I will admit, Air Raid was fun to do. And then you see right here that I wasn't sure if I should do the G one where his wings are down like this, kind of like a backpack. So what I did is I had him at this angle. I'm like, I don't like it. So then we're not there yet. So then we have the aerial bots. Okay. What the heck? That's not supposed to happen yet. Okay. That's not how that's supposed to go. Edit. Good God. Do. Where were we? Transforming. Transform. Autobots race with battles to the eve of the Decepticons. Transformers. Here we go. We're at the wing folding part. And then Air Raid points to the bots who just ground bridged over to them. And because there's cons in the area. And here's where things get interesting. And I tried this out because I thought it would look freaking awesome. So we see his legs. Pew, transforms. His legs transform. To what though? We see this puny arm. This piece right here. This piece was impossible. And then, pow! Something great. The widow head that I made look a little decent this one. Then transformed it to this. Then we see... And then we don't see any more of that little Prime. We see what it looks like. And then we have Beast Hunters Prime. Now, let's get in. Silvershot has his fists out. Air Raid has his fists out. And Hot Rod has his guns, because right here, he has guns right here. So that's how that works. And then, if you play the Transformers game, you know, War for Cybertron. Then Air Raid gets Roadbuster's gun. Optimus Prime gets his gun. His Gatling gun that I don't think looked too accurate. But and then we see this. We see the feet of Breakdown,